Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing a quick review for this Samsung Gear Fit, which is a kind of a smartwatch and a fitness device from Samsung. And I have been testing this for the last couple of days, and the first thing that strikes you about is the style. It has a curved Super AMOLED display, and it's a very comfortable device, and it's actually very light. After wearing it for about half an hour, I didn't even feel it was there on my wrist. And this is a strap that's made up of rubber. It's pretty flexible, as you can see, and we have a lot of holes over here, so even if you have very wide wrist or small, it will work for you. And the strap is actually interchangeable. You can just remove it like this, and this is the unit. Samsung said that other straps will be available shortly in some other colors, but the actual unit is in black color. So as you can see, you can easily put in the strap back like this, and we just have one physical button over here, and by default you don't have to tap in the buttons if you wear it on your wrist, and if you just flick your wrist, it detects that, and by default it will show you the time. We can customize the faces also. Let's first talk about the fitness aspects of this device. Thereafter I'll talk about the smartwatch features. And I would say Samsung did a very good job of integrating the smartwatch features and the fitness aspects. Moving towards the back, as you can see, these are for charging. We have a small dock like this. You actually just attach this and it'll start charging your device. Let me just show you that. And the thing is that I'm not very happy with this design, because if you lose this, for example, now it is charging the device, and I would say with my usage it was lasting me for roughly around 3 days, and the charging takes almost about 2 hours. Now the thing is that if you lose this, then you are done, because there's no other way to charge the device. So that's for the charging. And if you notice, we also have one more sensor over here, and this is the heart rate sensor. When you activate, for example, I'll do that heart rate. Let me just go back, and it's a touch sensitive screen, so you just scroll around like this. Let me enable the heart rate, and as you can see, it will say it automatically detects that I'm not wearing it. It blinks this green LED, and if it's on your wrist like this, it will start taking your heart rate, and it's not very fast. For example, I'm trying to do it right now, and you should not talk or in fact move your wrist, and it will give you the reading within about 30 seconds. The thing is that if you start moving your hand or a little bit, it'll say that you need to do it again. Fortunately, there are other modes in the exercise mode where it will show you the rate. For example, it said unable to measure, because see again, it's a hit or a miss. It does. For example, I'll show you some of the readings that I had. Let's go to the heart rate. The last measurement I had was 95. Let's go to the history. As you can see, but again, it's a little bit clunky, as I showed you, and sometimes you need to press it on your wrist so that the sensor makes contact with your skin. So that's the heart rate sensor. We also have the exercise mode over here. Let me just go back, and again, the touch sensitivity is pretty good. We have running mode, we have walking mode, cycling, and hiking mode. I tried the walking mode, it worked, and in this mode you can actually track your heart rate if you want. Also with the running mode, we also have the standard, and as you can see, this is the notification. I just got a tweet from someone and I can read it here. Again, if you notice, because the screen size is pretty narrow, you need to scroll around like this. We can change the aspect, for example, in this mode also. But wearing this device like this is a little bit difficult. That's why I prefer this mode. But again, if you get an email or something like that, it won't show you the entire email. But the first few lines of the email, that should give you an idea if you want to read that message or not. Regarding notifications, you can get any type of notification. You have the Gear Manager, from where you configure what type of notifications you want on this device. So you can enable it for almost everything. I enabled it for WhatsApp, Gmail, tweets, etc. Let's go back, and we also have the pedometer. which tracks the number of steps that you have taken. This is standard with any fitness device. And I would say this works okay-ish, but one thing I notice is that it does not track the number of floors what I have climbed. Let me show you the history. And as you can see, it also gives you a little bit of history. This device does sync with your Galaxy S devices. For example, I had it synced with S5 and it works. But again, I missed the fact that I also had a dedicated fitness device. This is a Fitbit, and this even tracks the number of floors I have climbed, and also it syncs automatically with the Fitbit device. Here it syncs with the Galaxy S Health app, but I would have preferred having a dedicated website where I could easily track a lot more things. Definitely the Fitbit tracks a lot more things compared to this device. So that's for the basic health pedometer we have. We have exercise. We also have the heart rate monitor, and it also does sleep tracking. I used it for about 2 times. As you can see, it does not track a lot of things, but for example, it tracks your total sleep. You have to switch it on when you're going to sleep, and when you're woken up, you have to stop it manually. For example, I slept for 1 hour 25 minutes, and it said that I was motionless for 88% time. So that's what it gives. It also gives you the history also, again, as you can see, regarding the sleep. We can also block in while you're sleeping so that notifications do not disturb you. So that's for the sleep tracking. We also get some other apps, for example, like stopwatch. It's pretty handy, and also we have a timer. Touch sensitivity, as I told you, is pretty nice. And we also get the basic settings here, using which you can customize. For example, you can change the wallpapers. We have a couple of them, not a lot of wallpapers. And we also have the clock faces like these. We had the step counter enabled. We can also have weather, etc. And these are some other, but not a lot of clock faces are there. A limited amount of them are there. Let's enable this one, and it has changed. And if I press this button, it'll take us back to the time as we have changed. We can also customize double tap. For example, I have to customize when I press this double tap to go directly to the pedometer. You can change that from this setting. For example, double press. You can change it to notifications, whatever. Let's change it to notifications. Now, if I hit double tap, it will take us to notifications. And here you can read stuff. For example, Gmail, if I press, for example. So as you can see, you can read these messages, but again, it's a little bit difficult. And again, messages like email, etc., only a few lines are displayed. But you can customize, as I mentioned earlier, what type of notifications you want on this device. So overall, it works decently, but as a fitness device, I would say Samsung needs to work up a little bit. Also in the pedometer department, I would say it was tracking the steps not very accurately. For example, for 2 days, I had this Fitbit also, and this one also with me. And this GearFit was consistently showing steps a little bit higher. I would say in the range of 8 to 12% more than the Fitbit. Also, in terms of software, the Samsung can improve it a little bit. Now coming to the smart watch features, I would say if you're looking this as a smartwatch, it's a very sleek looking watch. For the past 2-3 days when I was wearing, a lot of people asked me about it, and it's very unique. But again, as a smartwatch, it is not too much functional. For example, if you get notifications, etc., you can't do much with that. You can just view it, but you can't reply to messages, etc. If you want that sort of functionality, I would say this Gear 2, which is also by Samsung, would be better. But if you're looking for a very light device with sort of a smartwatch functionality that gives you just notification, you can have a serious look at this one. And the plus point of this is it's very light. Again, it's also IP67 certified, hence it's water resistant also. Samsung says that you need Samsung Galaxy Gear devices, for example, all S4s, S5s, Galaxy S3, and even the Note series of devices work with this one. But I was able to make it also work with my HTC One M8. I've already made a video on how to do that. Link for that video will be in the YouTube show notes. So overall, it's a nice device. Now coming to the pricing. In US, this is selling for around 200 US dollars, and in India, it's selling for around 15,500. And purely if you look at it as a fitness device, then I would say it's priced a little bit higher because fitness devices like Fitbit, Jawbone, etc. Are priced in the price range of $100 to $130. Yes, this Gear Fit offers a lot more than the fitness device. It has that added function of smartwatch, and in that aspect, I would say it does a pretty good job, and it's a very light and a stylish device. And if you're looking for this kind of functionality, you can have a serious look at this Gear Fit. It's a unique and a stylish product. But in the next couple of months, a lot more smartwatch devices, even from Android, for example, Android Wear are going to come to the market. So now it's up to you to decide if this Gear Fit is for you or not. So that's it for this Gear Fit review. If you found it helpful, I'll appreciate if you can click the like button. Thank you for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.